What's going on? Rob here, Trip 2323. Had a little accident when I was painting the roof, hanging onto the roof. I spilled the dang paint on me, but right now I'm about to go up here. I gotta put a 4-inch vent in the soffit because this is the bathroom right here and there's no bathroom vent, so we're gonna run a bathroom vent. So this video right here is gonna be running this bathroom vent. I'm gonna figure that out, and then I'm gonna do the wiring and installing the bathroom fan too. Alright? Okay, so this is the bathroom we're in, and right now, woo-wee, can't even see nothing. Okay, there it is. Right now, that light right there is an old one. 105 years old, been in there. So I'm gonna block that off, but for right now, I gotta run the vent. I checked in the attic, I'll show you where. That's between the joists right there. Dead middle of the joist. So what I'm gonna do is put the new light and vent right on the side of it. So what I have to do is figure out, according to the window right there, where the joists are going through, drill a pilot hole, and drill up, and then bring the vent back in over here. So let's see how that works. Alright, if I can follow that light, and it's in the center of the joist, according to the window, the light is probably about, let's see, right there, a third of the way from the windowsill. So if I go a third of the way in, I should be between the two rafters. Okay, what I got on the end of the drill is for a regular door, to put a door in. And why I don't got a big 4-inch one, I mean, if you're a professional, you got all your measurements, that's fine. Get your 4-inch thing and drill one hole. But I got this one right here because I'm going to find out for sure where the joists are. This soffit I've been painted time and time again over. Normally you can see the nails where it's into the rafter. This one you can't tell nothing. So I'm going to drill through where I venture to say would be, fill it with my fingers, find the center of it, and then drill the 4 inches from there, or cut the 4 inches out from there. Dull. Okay, so you notice since this tip went in, you know there's no rafter in there, so it should be able to go right through. I get another battery. Be right back. Okay, my wife's laughing. She hates when I F anything, but I got the hole drilled in there between the rafters, and I told you I eyeballed it off of where the light was. And I'll show you how I knew the light was in the dead center of the rafters. But actually where I drilled the hole is close. I can feel the rafter on this side, but I can't feel the rafter on that side. So I'm going to go up and show you how I figured that out. Okay, this is the attic. It's not done. I mean, a little bit of it's done, but not the whole thing. I'm still working on it. But this is the floorboards. So I pried up a floorboard from the attic. And this is where the bathroom light is. Those are the wires currently, and then if you look that way, you see light through there. So that's the hole that I came through. So basically, I know I got to cut a 4-inch hole in between where it's at right now, measure the 4 inches centered, and pull it back. But I got to drill the hole in where the ceiling fan's gonna go in the bathroom, and I'm gonna do the same little pilot hole first, and pull the cord through. Right now today, since I got so much going on, I'm just trying to get the vent pulled into the house. I could put the light up on a different video. Trying to get the vent pulled up in the house because it's getting cold out and I want to get all the outside work done now. Okay, this is the vent that I'm installing. There's a spring in here, so I just don't let the air out, but it attaches to the 4-inch vent right here. But I got to cut the hole all the way to this size right here in order to get it's a mount flush. You know, for it to mount flush, this is gonna be the holes, but I gotta cut the hole all the way through this size so it's a mount flush. So this right here pops off. I'm gonna need a screwdriver to pop it off, but this top one right here pops off, and then after that pops off, you could go ahead and trace around the line that you're gonna need. Now what I brought up with me is a yardstick, and I'm going to fill this way and fill this way to see it measure, to see how much room that there is in there. So see, the rafter is right on this side. So I really did cut it close to the rafter. So I gotta put it more this way. See, there's more than enough room to fit that way. A couple inches this way, and I'm gonna do it with a jigsaw. So we're probably gonna go with right here. You don't want it too close to this way because you need room for the vent on the top. Okay, so I did the circle, and I'm gonna get the jigsaw, and I'm gonna cut that out with a jigsaw. Now, if you had, this is actually 6-inch. That's not 4-inch. So if I would have bought this 4-inch hole saw, that's like 25 bucks, and I would have got the wrong one anyways. Now this wood right here, like I said, this house is 110 years old. This right here is 1/2 inch thick, right here, so that's pretty thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the saws, the little circular, not circular saw, the jigsaw, and I'm gonna cut around this circle with a jigsaw so that fits perfect in there. Once the hole's bigger, I'm gonna cut the hole on the inside so I could run the fish line through, attach it to this, and pull the fish line back that way. Alright, now this is a saw I'm going to use. I'm using it upside down to cut the circle out. It's going to be about a 6-inch circle I got to cut. The reason why I don't show you the thing and speed it up because it takes so long to download and edit. So I'm using this saw. The circle is measured. I filled with the yardstick to make sure everything's clear. There's nothing back there. I'm going to cut the hole out right now. Okay, it's me. I chipped it a little bit there. Dang it. I got to paint that a little bit white. Like I said, a 110-year-old house, those are 1/2 inch slats. That was a nightmare to cut through with a jigsaw, but it fits perfectly. You don't want it too small where you gotta jam it in there even though it's plastic, because there's a spring that gotta open and close when you turn on the fan. So you don't want it tight, but after that, that's done. I can actually put the vent on there, put it in, and it's done. But I'm gonna go ahead and caulk around there and everything, but I gotta go cut the hole in the bathroom now. Okay. Alright, so since I already have the hole on the outside, this is centered between the rafters. I know this because I can see this from the attic. So this is going to actually be right next to it. You got to give myself room for the wiring, but it's going to be a little bit in this area. So what I'm going to do, this is just a rough draft. This is not set in stone, but I need to know where the center of this is because that's where I'm going to pull the vent to right now. Even though the vent has to go right here, I'm going to pull it to the center to give me some extra leeway. So I just need to kind of square this off where this is going to be and put a rough draft. Oh, keep moving on me. Hold on, let me get square. Alright, and then with that rough draft, I'm going to drill right here to get my pilot hole so I can pull the vent hose through. But when I get my pilot hole right here, then I'm going to be able to fill where the actual center is and measure where the center is so I know the box can be centered. Alright, thank you. Alright, so I cut the hole right here. This hole went really through a lot easier than the other one. This is plaster and slat, so this stuff really does suck. Alright, now I'm going to put the measuring stick through one way. It's getting stuck on the slats. See, it's a stud right there. So now this one right here should actually have more room this way. See how much more room it is this way? So this actually is closer to the wall this way. So I actually got to cut the hole further this way right here. So what I'm going to do is kind of with the measuring stick, I'll probably get a 12-inch ruler and stick it in here and measure from the wall to this one, and then measure from the wall to this one with a 12-inch ruler because a yardstick ain't gonna go through there. And after I find the center, that's when I'm gonna start cutting the center and take the measurements for the fan. Okay, here's the hole I got from that little hole I drilled, the circular saw. There's the rafter. And of course it's not centered because the other rafter is way over there. So my main objective was to run the line. So I'm going to run the line right now, clean all this up because I got some other running around to do. And then after I got the vent in, I could, take my time getting this centered right here. So I got the fish line right here, so I'm gonna run the fish line over to the vent. And you know what? I'm gonna run the fish line back this way, and then we'll pull the vent the other way. How about that? All right, I'm gonna go outside, run the fish line through the hole, have somebody in here waiting with the fish line right here. Let me know when it comes through. All right, so I got the fish line. I'm going up there. I'm gonna run the fish line over into the bathroom hole that I made, and then they're gonna yell at me when it's in there. I'm gonna tie off the vent and then pull it back this way. Okay, there's the fish line up there. They're yelling at me, they got it, so they already have to have it on the inside. So now we gotta attach the vent to the fish line and pull it back this way. Okay, my beautiful apprentice Tony is hooking the fish line up to the flex cable, and then as I'm pulling it back, he's gonna be feeding it to me as I'm pulling it back. Okay, with the fish line, which I broke the tip of my fish line, I gotta bend another piece, but with the fish line, we were able to pull it through. Now I gotta attach the angle on that. I bought an angle to put it. You could attach it directly to that, but I bought an angle to curve it up, and then screw that. I'm gonna caulk around there and put it up in place. Okay, this is what I bought. These right here, you gotta watch it, because man, if you get cut with right here, it's gonna hurt really bad. Believe me, you should wear gloves when you do this. But what I'm doing is I'm gonna turn it into elbow, and then put the elbow into the ceiling, and attach the elbow to the I don't know if you see me there. Attach the elbow to the vent. So as you see, you can turn it around and turn it, and then you're gonna make your 90 degree like this, and then I got the vent up there. This screws onto the vent. Actually, this screws onto one piece, and then this screws onto the other piece right there. And I got my clamps right here to clamp it on. Okay, I got the 90 screwed on there really good. I really don't like the sturdiness of it, so I got steel duct taped. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the steel duct tape on here, clamp this on, and steel duct tape that also. And then it's gonna go right on that hose hanging out and get caulked in place. Okay, I put the duct tape. It's more expensive, but man, this stuff is really, really, really good. I'm gonna put the clamp and the tape around the top, push it back in place, caulk around this right here, and then shoot it in with screws. And Bob's your uncle, the vent's in. See, all the way up there. I just gotta touch up that little bit of paint. Now the vent's hanging in the bathroom from the ceiling that was tore up. We just fished it through. It's still sitting in the box on the ladder, but I got some running around to do. Come back and clean that all up, and I'm gonna tape it over with plastic, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start installing the fan. And there you are, Bob's your uncle. I'm done for today. Woo, gotta get it adjusted here. Gonna put it a little higher than the light. The flex tube is in the ceiling, wrapped in plastic right now. It's all in the ceiling, it's right here. I still got the other light. I got some running around to do. My whole goal was to get this in here for today. The weather was changing, so I wanted to finish this first before I finish the rest of it. Now I got plenty of time to finish the rest of this. This is my own house. So next, believe it or not, I'm not gonna put the light in place yet. I'm gonna start running the flex cable. So I'll show you how to do that also. What's going on? Rob Trev 2323 here. Still working on this project here. Woo, can't see that. There it is right there. All right. That's for the ceiling fan. So my next project right here that I'm gonna the next part I'm gonna do is put the electrical wires to here. I gotta put a double box here because I'm gonna have one switch for the fan and one switch for the light. Okay, but right here, here's my dilemma right here. I'm gonna see if I can. The light right there comes around here and comes down to right here. Okay, here's my dilemma. The neutral is up in the box. The power to come to here is coming from all the attic, okay? And that's hardwired in. That's why I had to move the fan off of that, because I didn't want to have to mess with those 4 boxes up there. But the neutral's coming down to here. Now I took this apart. For your outlet, you're gonna need a black, which is your hot, a white, which is your neutral, and a ground, which goes to the box. This right here has one black wire coming in and one black wire going out. Although it's not a black wire going out, they use the black and white wire. So the hot going up, that's wrong, it's neutral and it's white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run 2 new wires to this right here from the attic. Run 2 new wires that are going to go to the fan. And this one right here that's coming down from the light up there, what I'm going to do is use the hot and the neutral. Since the white is a neutral anyways, but they got it running like it's a hot, what I'm going to do is run the black and the white to my 2 switches here. But I got to drill to bring the wires down in here all the way up in the attic. So let's go up there right now.